Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I'd like to invite you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening experience. In this conversation, I would like to discuss premonitions, Kundalini premonitions. As some of you may know, I was just in the French Indies, Caribbean island of Martinique. This is in the southernmost area of the Lesser Antilles chain on the eastern Caribbean. And Martinique is a unique island because in 1902, May 7th, it had a volcanic eruption that instantly killed 38,000 people with a pyroclastic eruption, which is a fiery cloud that was heavier than air, and so it rolled down the mountainside, and the temperatures reached over 1,000 degrees centigrade, and basically it burned everything completely, including people. Many of the people had premonitions before that occurred, and they left the area. Many people relied on the science of the day, which was kind of immature with volcanology. They didn't even know what a pyroclastic flow was. And they stayed and they burned. For you who have the Kundalini, or who are preparing to have the Kundalini, I'm going to suggest that you pay attention to the Kundalini. It will come to you in dreams. It will come to you in the dream state, and it will also come to you in waking visions. And I've discussed this in some of the other videos, but I want to revisit that right now. We're coming into an area, 2012, December 21st, and, there's a lot of people predicting some problems on that day, or those days associated with the shift. I personally see it as a placement into a more enlightened status, almost like a Kundalini awakening for some. And sometimes a Kundalini awakening can be a very, very frightening, bombastic experience. I mean, imagine a freight train going up your spine. I mean, that can wake you up. Certainly woke me up. Okay. So within that context, I want you to pay attention to what your Kundalini tells you, not your fear, not the media. Okay? You go into a meditation with your Kundalini, and whenever you meditate and you have Kundalini, it's always in partnership with the Kundalini. So I want you to go into that meditation, and I want you to just query, just like the situation is 2012. What is best for me? And you will receive an information that is customized to you. And don't get into trying to figure it out in a mental way. Okay, A plus B equals C. No. Feel it and allow it to trigger a response in your emotional body, a response in your spiritual body. Feel the Kundalini communicating with you rather than you trying to figure out what it's saying. Feel the communication. Some of this is beyond words. Some of this communication is really of a divine nature, and it certainly defies my abilities to give you a didactic instruction on how to feel the Kundalini. But I just want you to open to the flow within you. Feel what it says when you offer up the situation is 2012, or December 21st, 2012, winter solstice 2012, and see where that takes you. It may take you, if you're in a big city, it may tell you to leave, and I want you to follow that advice. Do your best. Do your best. Many of you are in the same economic condition as I am, which is from a Wall Street perspective would probably be near destitute. but we're given what we are given, and so I want you to pay attention to that. Make sure If you can't leave the big city, make sure you have a good supply of water. Make sure you have a good supply of food, canned food or otherwise. Make sure that you have a way to make a fire with, in your fireplace. Without the use of gas. We've been pretty addicted to the modern conveniences. Make sure that you have the ability to get a barbecue so that you can collect wood or something and you can cook over that barbecue if all the electricity goes out. Make sure that you can have some of the basic requirements for life. I want you to live. Not saying that there's an impending disaster. I'm just saying that I'd rather you have what you don't need than to need what you don't have. But most importantly, I want you to listen to your Kundalini. It will not steer you wrong. Your ego will, so be advised. Don't let your fear masquerade as the Kundalini talking to you. But if the Kundalini says, hey, get out of the big city, or if it says for you in the countryside, hey, migrate to the big cities, then I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention and be fearless and be loving and be courageous and open to this beautiful life experience of being alive in this time. What a beautiful time to be alive. What a beautiful way to be alive, of having Kundalini within you. The divine flesh. You're extremely blessed. And the blessing is extreme. Thanks for watching.